Good afternoon, people. So, as you'll have seen by the thumbnail, if I get the thumbnail right somehow, I'm still working on that one, as SJ's programme's not working, and me and these thumbnails, we're not friends, are we?
No.
We're having issues, shall we say. Anyway, let's see. It's Owld Speckled Hen. Someone had to do it, so I guess that had to be me, or us, shall we say.
Yeah, I have to say, this isn't one I've been looking forward to. I haven't tried it for a long while.
No, I only remember Owld Speckled Hen from some dodgy old owl when I was much younger that I had little or no interest in. I'd drink it here and there if I had to, but I wouldn't certainly not go out of my way to drink it. I know since it's changed the recipe, I know that it's now Greene King rather than Moreland's brewery that owned it for years. Obviously it dates back, if you read PerfectDraft's website, with the MG and the car thing to where the name come from.
Yeah, I knew it was something to do with MG cars. I haven't actually read that bit right up, but I did know that.
And obviously they've dropped the ABV again, which has upset a lot of people, from 5% to 4.8. But in having said that, I must be honest here, we did have a little bit of a sample, because I thought I'll give a rotten old thing a try. And it was a very small sample, but it wasn't anything in any way, shape or form, and we both said how we
remembered it, yeah.
Remembered it or thought it was going to be. So you're not listening to an expert in any way, shape or form.
Although I do feel over the course of time and the time period that's gone since I last tried this, that my taste buds have evolved. I've tried lots of different beer. I'm a lot more open to different styles of beer than what I was before. So,
well, even me. But I mean, hopefully, obviously, Joff will at some point watch this review, do a write up, and that'll be pinned. And if you're going to listen to this, then take more notice of what Joff says, because he's a lot of experience.
Very knowledgeable.
And this is one of his drinks. This is one that he knows very well. And obviously, I said to him originally, I wasn't going to do it, but then I'm a sucker for a glass, and I kept looking at the glass.
And you have to say that is actually a lovely glass.
It wasn't a bad deal to kick back, was it?
No.
You know, it was
I
one.
I do like that glass.
It's just
the shape of it, the design inside of it. I like it.
Let's see how it pours.
Yeah, let's see how it pours.
The proof is in the pudding, as we see how it pours. And we're currently gone in at 7 degrees. We did have a bottle, but that somewhat went missing, shall we say, last weekend. But we have another bottle that is going to be here, so we were going to do that. And we're also going to mess around with it with Ghost Ship, which is another idea. And I've also got another pale ale to pair off, so that will come over time. But obviously, people want to know with this more how it compares to the bottle.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's in a supermarket. I don't know. Like I say, I wouldn't. If it wasn't for it coming out on Perfect Draft, I'll be totally honest. I wouldn't pick Owld Speckled Hen up if my life depended on it.
If it's not one that I would look for, pick
Hold
up.
on, let's see if I can get.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I nearly poured Stella.
Yeah, I was going to say to you, it's not that one, it's in the bottle.
Yeah, I'm not the brightest bean in the book. I think a lot of people know that. I do need sometimes somewhat small ounces made for oneself, don't they?
Yeah.
Michelle knows to humour me. It's still going to be lively. Blimey. It's this glass.
That is very lively.
Right, okay.
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 Let that sit a minute.
Yeah, let's let it sit. Let's talk about the 7-finger head. And we've had a little bit out of it. Yeah.
I must say,
come in.
it can't get in. I've locked it.
Oh my god. Oh dear. That was one.
Oh.
God.
It's coming up with a note. I don't know what it's trying to say to you.
Yeah, it's all right. You see,
Oh my.
it's all still going there. There you are.
Oh.
There you go. Oh,
Oh.
how did that fall? I didn't touch it.
I know. It was the vibration on the
The
floor.
vibration on the floor, right. So there you go. It's your fault.
At least you can put gone wrong in the title.
Yeah, I've gone wrong, all right.
Got my heart studying then.
Oh, there you go, people. Yeah,
It was nearly a glass and nearly the camera.
I know the glass went rattling as well, didn't I? I need a drink after that.
Yeah. Hurry up and settle down.
Yeah, sit down.
Yeah, don't bounce as you walk.
Oh dear. I wonder why it's not on. Hold on, let me. I think it's because it's. No, it is out. No, that's why. Look,
The tripod wasn't out
the
properly.
tripod wasn't out properly for some reason. The tripod's
Oh, my
gone.
goodness.
Oh dear, there you go, people. It's all funny, all right. So, oh god, costing me a lot of money this camera. So 4K I do for you lot, not for me. Oh, I forgot the microphone. There's a lot of luck, really. Never mind the microphone.
Yeah, the way I screeched when that went down and the glass went, it would have deafened everybody.
There you go. It all happens here. Right, as I say, we have the exclusive
Yeah, it's starting to settle down a little
six
bit.
finger head. So we did pour a little bit out of it. I don't know why it'd be so lively. I don't know. We did only have a little bit, so there is kind of that, isn't there? But
I must admit, some cakes are just lively all the way through. It does happen.
well, I'm not
This
having it
one.
if it's that lively all the way through because I let enough go, so I won't be letting that one go. But we'll see. We'll see. Right.
So the first thing I'm going to go on that I'm noticing here is the wonderful colour. This is a really, really great colour. It's a really rich amber colour. Don't know if you want to hold
Yeah.
that up to the camera.
And a nice.
That really is a very nice shade of amber there.
Yeah. And the nice little bubbles. Look at the way that's.
And the head is sitting really nicely on
Yeah.
top of the beer.
It is, isn't it? We'll go through this and we can top it up a bit, can't
Yeah.
we? So give it a ponder. Oh no, no more pondering, man.
Yes.
This to him.
Straight away
Isn't
I'm
this too?
hit with that lovely sweet maltiness, hints of caramel in there. Some fruitiness that comes off on the nose.
Toffee, they said, I think, wasn't it? Toffee, yeah, toffee.
Yeah, sort of toffee apple, almost a little bit plummy. A little bit of herbalness there as well.
Yeah.
It's getting quite some distinct aromas on the nose.
There's a bit of a fruit smell there, but for me, what is it? I just sit there and nod. That is what a certain person said. And do watch some of these YouTubers. Make sure they pour their beers and you hear them pouring their beers out perfectly.
From the machine.
Yeah, because I just heard there's a few.
There's some rumours.
Well, it won't be now after this video.
No.
Cheers, Captain. Anyway, mate, how are you? Well, I just sit there and nod my head. Actually, yeah, that's all I do. I sit there and nod my head and agree.
Like one of them little noddy dogs in the car, isn't it? What are they called? They're from the Winch.
Churchill.
The Churchill, yeah, Churchill nodding dog.
Yes, Em. No, Em.
A little
I have no
bobblehead.
clue, Em. But I never said I had a clue in the first place. So, yeah.
Yeah, that aroma is quite rich. There's a fair amount going on there. So let's try and get through this foam to
Sure.
have a taste. Do you want to get rid of a bit of that for me?
God, I nearly didn't hold the glass properly then. I should have rinsed the other glass. We could have just switched to that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's not giving you the foam.
Okay. Because that's quite compact, that head. The bubble's quite
Yeah.
small, it's quite compact. I like the way it's sitting on top of the beer.
And for an owl, I think we got it right at 7. I don't remember what they said. I think Perfect Draft said 6. Unless I'm mistaken. But it's creamy. It's smooth. And it's not like that old man's ale that I talked about earlier. For me, that there's flavour there. You know, there's flavour. There's a bitterness even at the end with a little sweet tone. And you do feel the fruits.
Right, the first thing I'm going to start off with is
We'll let the expert do it. What's wrong?
the
It's not-
mouthfeel. Now this has
Not bad at all.
quite a creamy, smooth, silky feel in the mouth.
Totally
The
different. What I thought.
carbonation there is very mild. I'm
alright.
Yeah.
picking up on a sweetness on the malts, which
I'll
is
top it up.
very
Please,
you know,
camera.
No way, I'll
kind
catch
of
it this time.
toffee-like. Caramel toffee. I am getting hints of that in there, and with the fruit. With the
You managed to get about another shot in.
with the is everyone can I speak? With the fruit,
You normally
I'm
do.
picking up caramel, sort of toffee apple kind of fruit taste there.
Yeah, that's what
It
they said.
is sort of apple
Toffee.
plum
I don't get that.
with a slight bit of bitterness on the end that balances it out quite
And a
nicely.
thick foamy head.
It is a thick foamy
Look
head.
at that. It's good, isn't it? But yeah, it's not no way disappointing like we thought, wasn't it? We weren't too optimistic about this, I'll be honest. It's only that I thought, well, I've missed a few kegs already this year, and we should really do this one. Obviously, I know you've got 2 more kegs coming at least this year. I won't spoil the surprise. I know a lot of you know one of them. I'm not that type of guy, am I? Until I'm drunk.
You think maybe they've redone the recipe over the years? Maybe when they lower
Yeah, no,
it.
it's been totally messed about with because, as I was explaining, there's an old school brewery called Moorland. It was theirs for years, and Greene King took it over, and obviously it went from 5 to 4.8. But there's nothing wrong with that at all. As a pale ale goes, it's smooth.
For me, it's very smooth, medium bodied.
Yeah.
There's certainly a complexity to the taste in there. I'm getting a range of flavours, a herbal fruit. There is a slight sweetness there on the malt, like a caramel. It is quite nicely balanced for me. I like the way the flavours all mix well with each other and hold each other up and balance each other out. So that for me is a really big surprise because I didn't think I liked this from what I remember from days gone past. So
Well, but obviously
it was a long time.
a long time ago. You were in your prime then, weren't you? I mean, come on, you know what I mean?
What, the 1700s?
Yeah, this is going back a few years, but I wouldn't, as I said earlier at the beginning of the review, had it not been for the perfect draft, I wouldn't have even looked at this. And
I wouldn't have thought to revisit this. No, I wouldn't have. And I'm pleasantly surprised by it.
It does, and all the way through.
At 4.8, it isn't tasting watery for me. There's quite a reasonable amount of body there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we'll do the bottle with it at some point in the week. It's not watery at all. I think it's going to be popular. I think people that are into their ales are going to be pretty happy. Yeah, you can argue it's in a supermarket. You know, you can go on that one as much as you go. When you pull it out your fridge, you can't have an option of 7 degrees for argument's sake, can you? And a bottle is always going to be predictable, whereas the keg can change.
Yeah, I do like the ending of this as well because I've spoke about the sort of beginning notes on this
Yeah, the
caramel
bitterness
and
and
the
then the
fruit.
sweetness.
There is a slight bitterness on the hops. There's also some herbal note. It's quite earthy.
I thought it was more sweetness at the end.
I'm getting a herbally earthy kind of note in there, which reiterates the bitterness, which just balance out those other flavours nicely.
But it is something different. It's totally different to what I thought, and I think it could be a pretty impressive addition. Be careful. We're having a bad day today, aren't we? We don't want it going any worse.
That's why I kept hold of it till it was balanced.
Yeah,
No more mishaps, thanks.
It won't fall. You can have it like that.
I prefer to sit in the middle because it doesn't stick. It sticks to these.
Yeah, no, get down. You just got to don't panic. Right. What can we say? It comes to the scoring, and this is a difficult. This is a difficult one for me because, to be honest, I honestly don't know where to go on this.
I'm going to go for an 8. It really did exceed my expectations.
I'm going on a 7, and I don't feel negative on that, but a 7 for me means it's there or thereabouts. It's not blowing me away, and it is better than what I thought because when I'm not sure of something, as people know from past reviews, mentioning no Camden names, but I won't score it sometimes because I don't want people to say, oh well, you said that, and it's like, but that for me, I would drink that again. Well, we're going to do some different reviews with it anyway, and mess around with it. And obviously, we have the other one.
I'm not sure how this is going to come out in the bottle. It will be interesting to compare them both, because I'm sure that's how I tried this last time. From the bottle. But for the keg, yeah, that's getting an 8 from me. I quite happily drink that. I like the flavours of it. It's a decent beer.
See, so what can we say? It's a special 8 from Special M.
For the special hen.
Yeah. Bonjour, everyone.